बल्लेबाजी करेगी अब से कुछ देर।
Sony Live, we live to entertain. Sony Live, we Sony Live, we live to entertain. Sony Live, we live to entertain. Sony Live, we live to Sony Live, we live to entertain. Sony Live, we live to Sony Live, we live to entertain. 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 Sony Live, we live. Sony Live, we live to entertain. Sony Live, we live to entertain.
सिर्फ 96 रन बना पाए अपने 10 ओवरों में, एक बड़ी लाइनअप होने के बावजूद। नॉर्दर्न वॉरियर्स ने टॉस जीतकर पहले गेंदबाजी करने का फैसला किया। फ्लेचर, लेंडल सिमंस और निकोलस पूरन वॉरियर्स में है, तो विपक्षी टीम में फ्लेचर जैसा बड़ा नाम शामिल। पावर प्ले में दोनों ने मिलकर अच्छी शुरुआत कराई थी और रायली रूसो ने 4 ओवर के बाद 40 का आंकड़ा पार जरूर किया था उन्होंने। कुछ अच्छे शॉट्स इस तरह के, एक समय ऐसा लग रहा था कि 100-125 का आंकड़ा आगे कर रहे हैं रायली रूसो ने। एक बहुत ही कलात्मक था, ऐसे लगा कि आज उनका दिन है। रायली रूसो 15 गेंदों में आउट हुए।
The innings was stuttering along. Visa again getting it up and over. Enough to contain the West Indian connection of the Northern Warriors.
Yeah, 37 off the last 2 overs. I thought, oh no, you haven't got enough, have they? Surely not. And just going along nicely. Don't seem ruffled at all. Loads of power. And Poran just going about his job. He's very good off back foot and front foot. Knows they go inside out. And this time took the pace off. But he's still good enough to hit it for 4. But on that occasion, first wild swing from him. Visa really getting through the defence. And a guy called Andre Russell, I don't know if you heard of him before, but the guy can go from Jamaica. He knows how to moose it. Now, early in the game, he's hit this over the roller, called it, and he didn't even get a hand on it. Like he'd gone, what have I just done there? Visa looked at him and says, what have you done? Scenes, and now it dropped him again. Another missed chance. All of a sudden you think, oh, that's just a fait accompli for these boys. Now he's trying to shovel that to wide mid-on. And finally they take a catch here, Butch. And think, thank the Lord, Case Ahmed. Really good. Well, again, this kid winning a lot of fans around. Spiceman couldn't get that one. But Andre Russell just kept them in the game. If he was there, you're going to win.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't remove Dre Russ. 103 was going to be very gettable, but kept on fighting. Andre Fletcher says, no, you're not getting it past me. So Dre Russ said, well, instead. Man is just thundering the ball to all parts. That barely got 10 foot off the ground. Carried all the way down along off for 6. That was the game-changing moment. Hit like a bullet at Liam Plunkett at extra cover on the edge of the circle, but the big man from the northeast hung on, and that was the end of Dre Russ. And Billings came in and scythed 2 4s in successive deliveries, and that David Visa had 13 to defend in the last over. Knocked over Darren Sammy first ball. Picked up with the very next. But Visa closed it out with some high quality death bowling. Ara Pereira and his team were absolutely Absolutely cog a hoop. Wouldn't have given them a chance of defending that against the Warriors, but they did.
उसका काम तमाम।
First played when Dale Steyn and Molly Mockle bowled that spell.
It's always great to talk to the main actors themselves about the great scenes they've been acted in.
Watch the master reminiscing his master strokes in memorable master strokes. Friday to Sunday at 8 p.m. on Sony 6.
Watch Milan vs Napoli, Saturday, November 23rd, live and exclusive on Sony 10.
This game has the power to pull you in. And all it takes is one incredible moment. It can happen anytime, in any city, on any night. And once you've witnessed what's possible, you can't wait to see what's next. Watch the NBA live.
The Mazansi Super League is back. Get all the action.
Shane Watson, the skipper of the Deccan Gladiators, feeling very comfortable with the way that his team is playing at the moment. Last 3 games against the Bangor Tigers, Karnataka Tuskers and the Carlanders, they are in a good place, the top half of the Super League stage of this T10 in here in Abu Dhabi. On the other hand, have run into a bit of a brick wall. They tied their first match of the competition against the Carlanders. They won against the Northern Warriors. Then they need to turn that fortune around very, very quickly. Man will be stopping them from doing so. And looking at get a salute or two out of Sheldon Cottrell. We'll start proceedings. Avishka Fernando to take first strike. Fresh from his first game of T10, he made 50, and he's got off to a flyer here with 4 first ball.
Yeah, very impressed with this chap. I saw him last night, and in terms of balance, timing, and yeah, it's a lovely array of strokes.
Yeah, 21 in his first outing in the format. I think it suits him. Bang! able to get underneath it. A length ball. How many times have we said this today, Danny Morrison? Length, go journey.
Yes, and the pace on will be interesting. Lots of changes, but
Luke Wright is in 5th spot behind Riley Russo, Owen Morgan, Andre Russ. Oh, he's knocked him over. Fawad Ahmad. He's so good, so experienced. And the youngster Avishka has been by Fawad.
magical. There, the Google goes on through there. Little bit too cocky. 4-4s and out of here. Goes for 17, Fernando. 19.
Moeen Ali
Oh, yes, Fazzy.
has a best of 31 from 11 deliveries so far. That was against the Arabians. A couple of low ones as well. Fawad Ahmad has got it on a piece of string right now. Googly, not picked. Or if it was picked, just not negotiated.
Super over so far. One.
Oh, yours in.
Watch this. So hello, a little bit of dance there, Luke Wright.
Nice bit of blocking. Been proud of that. He'd been a linebacker, Luke Wright. Another shoulder problem here. Zahir Khan, the left arm leg spinner from Afghanistan, had to leave the field, played no further part in the game yesterday after disappearing in innocuous fashion really in the field. Howard Ahmad's gripping his now. He gets out of the over with minimal damage and the wicket of Avishka Fernando to his name. 21 for 1 from 2. Real county cricket flavour to Team Abu Dhabi. Sussex, Moeen Ali, Worcester, Alex Davies of Lancashire, Lewis Gregory of Somerset, Wayne Madsen of Derby. Gurney down the bottom of Nottinghamshire. And CPL champions, Barbados Tridents to boot.
Busy. Social media.
New one I heard of today, is it TikTok?
Song by some woman.
Ishika was telling me there's some sort of video messaging thingy-majig that the youngsters are all up to. That's why I thought I'd ask you, Dan.
I'll 0900. Give her. Let's see what Moeen Ali's got. Let's see if he can settle in and get some. The other, I got a few the other night, didn't he? '30s.
Have another go at that hook shot. Oh, he's nailed it. Found the gap. Moeen Ali, after being given a bit of hooking crack, Karen Pollard.
Yeah, that was match 11 where he got 31 from 11. There, Mo. And he's given this a Mo. It was against the Arabians the other night. Nice.
Yeah, the beard that's feared, as he's known back in the UK. Slaps that one in the leg side as well. And he is one of the most for players to watch when he's on song, Moeen Ali. It's a beautiful, lazy swing of the bat. Propel the ball miles without seeming to do it at all. But he also goes through these trots so he doesn't score a run.
And uniquely, he was up the order, wasn't he? At the start of that England career, he was batting up higher, wasn't he?
Everywhere. Yeah. This evening. that grip I was telling you about. The lady outside of grip. It's Ishika.
We have Marchand with us from Team Abu Dhabi. So, are you happy with the current situation?
I think we're going really well. The skipper's out there with Luke Wright, so if we can keep this up, we can get a good total. I reckon round about 120 will make it par.
Yeah, best of luck for that. So, as a bowler, have you learned something from the T10 format?
I must say, I listened to Malinga's interview. You've got to execute your skill, try and nail your Yorkers, try and bowl your slower balls, and obviously use your bumper.
Right. So you built any new variation for the T10?
Obviously, I'm trying to learn from Ben Lachlan a bit, learning the slower ball. I've got a couple of experienced teams, so I'm learning from them.
All right, best of luck, and back to you guys upstairs.
Thank you, Ishika. The green got there with Marchand Delanga. Interesting to hear players experience of Marchand Delanga. Now plays as a Kolpak around the world, plays for Glamorgan. How much he's picking up from guys like Ben Lachlan. School out there. You come out to enjoy yourself, but you come out to learn from all of these players that you're surrounded by. You're never too old to learn, are you, Dino?
I'm just expecting, when will we see 3 lions on his chest?
Hopefully any time soon. Test series starting actually tonight. New Zealand hosting England in and Australia taking on Pakistan as well.
Abattoir, as we call it. You normally need a few guys up there in the past.
Be a good player to get 100 at the Gabba, visiting player.
I thought 100 off your bowling. End of the over, 41 for 1.
Representing the UAE will bowl from the southern end, running away here in the Enterprise. They're lucky to get away with that. That's exactly where Luke Wright wants them.
I've been impressed with Sahur at times. He's bowled a couple throughout this tournament. Economy rate of 10 pointer, I reckon that's very good. I'm not worried about wickets. You're not batting well, you're sticking the ball onto the bat. There's a good example why Wright's playing so well. I thought he watched the ball onto the bat so well there, Butchie. And I thought he was gone 2 years ago. I thought his time is done in T20 cricket. But he's actually really improved again. He's back to his normal self.
Yeah, I wonder if he was there's a bit of conjecture as to who made the decision. Retired from 4-day cricket by Sussex. Jason Gillespie down there persuaded him that he'd be better off stepping aside, and so he's just concentrating on the white ball stuff. I wonder if you get to a point in your career at a certain age where having that extra time off to go and work on things and refresh yourself, which he was playing in all formats of the game, has just rejuvenated him a bit and given him a new lease of life. I know he wasn't overjoyed about the idea of not playing four-day cricket, but it may well have done him a favour.
I have to say that when you stop playing a format of the game, I think part of you dies as a cricketer a little, and you want to keep playing all formats of the game, and when slowly these different formats are taken away from you, you do fade away a little bit. It's you got lesser chances to. He's sort of hitting through the ball, not with a top speed forehand creating spin. A good example, I think, golf instructors say hit past the ball, not hit at the ball, and that will create your speed through the ball.
No speed to burn there from Luke Wright. 50 comes up. Good Yorker from Zahawk. Good. Over goes for 13. Halfway through the innings, it's 54 for 1. Well, the spinners are proving difficult to get away. Both Fawad and Crane got through 1 over without conceding 6 runs apiece.
But why is it the modern day players struggling to pick the wrong one with the leg spinners? You find players spin. What's happening? What's going wrong with the modern day player?
About that, but I'll tell you one thing. It's all well and good picking the leg spinner. I'm sure these guys see so much leg spin now. There's so many more leg spinners knocking around than there ever was. It's one thing picking it. It's another thing if you're playing a long form cricket and deciding you might down the corner for one, or try and hit a gap, or maybe keep it out defensively, having picked it. It's another thing picking it, hitting it out the park. And he's knocked him over. That one seemed to forever. Luke Wright got through the shot very, very early indeed, and Fawad has picked up his second, and it's bye-bye, Mr. Wright.
He's up there for me before best leg spinners in the world in T20 cricket. He's not really looked at. It's just the normal leg break there, and it's the slower one. Gave you no pace. He got you right. It got stuck in the pitch and actually hit the stumps on the way down. Played Lukey, 23 off 16. Abu Dhabi, 56 for 2.
Wayne batsman. Scores of 1 and 4 in his 2 appearances so far. Abu Dhabi need something big.
Is his strengths, Wade Madsen? You've seen a lot. He's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's a really fine player. He plays spin exceptionally well. Can sweep them, reverse, orthodox, square, in front of square, behind. Not afraid to use his feet either. He'll have to hurry here, Moeen Ali. Arm done. Hasn't got himself in yet, hasn't got himself going, but he's a really good player, Wayne Madsen.
Sort of the equivalent to the slow bouncer that the quicker bowlers bowl. He's really bowled the real slow, taking all the pace off it.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it was entirely intentional from Fowett. Again, real slow. Oh, no! Oh, that was just backyard cricket. Village almost. The slowest delivery. A real bamboozlement of the batsman that couldn't cling on. 2 for 7 for him, though. It's 58 for 2 from 6.
So can they get over 100? 4 overs to go. Ben Cutting coming on now. And Pollard. Lucky there. He didn't quite get down to the boundary as quick as he should have at the end of that. Let's have a look at this wrong one that he didn't pick at the back of the hand. Try to work on the leg side. Threw his shot off the toe. Oh, Favard, you don't drop them. Drop them off your own bowling. Don't think you dropped that. Many Danny Morrison off your own bowling? Not like that.
No.
And normally they come back at you a bit quicker than that.
Cutting! He's disappeared here. He's up on the bank, thanks. Madsen. Face the pace, flag the spin, brother. That is sweet. Hello to Maxi. Easy as you like.
Lovely pick-me-up, isn't it? Shortest boundary, still hit it perfectly. This is where I think Ben Cuttings, again, he is a dangerous player. He's done well with the ball over his career, done well with the bat. But one area he needs to improve. He needs to improve out of the crease or Yorkers. Needs to improve his defensive skills just a little bit more with the ball. So what can he do here? Gone wide, I like it. Had a bit of an accident yesterday. Zahir Khan, the left arm leg spinner from Afghanistan, just went down like just an innocuous type. He just fell. Watch his right arm. He slips, and that was enough for maybe just a slight dislocation. He went off to hospital, not playing today, and he's holding it out there just to try to ease the pain. It didn't look good. Gee, it happens so often, Danny. Run away for another one.
Yeah, as you see, just tweak some tendons there. Going back to Zahir, just in the field there, so the body was going the other way, the weight and momentum, and then he stuck an arm out, went through his arm, didn't it, and into his shoulder. Speaking of shoulders, he's given this some shoulder over the keeper's head.
It happens a lot now with the slight dislocations. We know Chris Slim, but the fielders of today are diving a lot more. There's a technique where they need to improve that. That's the next question. Sived away from the lovely little boundary here, so they're getting a bit of a rattle on here. Ben Cunning's been hurt. For head coaches, do you think now, Danny, that we've got to teach guys how to dive?
Going at 10.5. The Team Abu Dhabi being put into bat. Crane. Extra leggy. With the one-handed pickup, comfortable for Mo and Ali. Yeah, I don't mind this balance. You play a couple of leggies and T10. Big boundary and all. Yeah, okay, one side smaller tonight. Guys that can give it a rip. That is brilliant. That is real clever. It's gone all the way for the maximum. Alubot A2698. You know.
Mark Butcher said, you watch his reverse sweep, and isn't it some sort of shot? Look, he really gets it the kitchen sink, nails it. Shots, it's amazing. The scoops, the reverse scoops, the switch hit, the reverse, they got it all. All happened probably in the last 10 years. What else can they invent? I'm just looking forward to seeing a bowler Yorker.
There's Spence. Very good start to the 8th. We've had half of it, and there's a dozen from it. Pressure on Crane.
Geez, they've got a wriggle on in the last couple of overs, haven't they? What a love to realise it's a longer side of the boundary. He's quite happy to get 4, then maybe risk his wicket and try to hitting a 6. I like the way he got into it and hit it smash on the ground. Don't know what he's clapping at. Maybe he's clapping the shot. Oh! Now that might be bias. Shazad, mate, what happened? Was it a leg bye? No, it's bias. Shazad, the keeper, who's normally amazing behind the stumps.
Should get something in the way of it, shouldn't he? Powerful fellow. Ooh. It's gone. Spun appreciably. Good delivery. Have it some air. Rip. Adson. Win out. Now. Away with us, really, isn't it? One to go, 17 off.
Left hand.
I was shocked to see that mistake made by Shazad. Like, he's not the most pretty looking keeper, but I tell you what, he's effective. Wonderful hands. How is Majib and of course Rashid Khan, he's one of the best keepers I've seen. Reads him so well. Catches the call, Danny. Catches the call and it's out. Oh, Ben Cunning, nice to have you aboard.
Hang on about a Dream 11 game changer. Now, it's an AFL mark in the deep pocket. it's going away, the wrong end. He's had to drag onside as it's spun a little bit away from him. Cutting, 6'5". Ain't going to miss out on that. Went for 17, but got the wicket of the skipper. Moeen Ali out for 18, 91 for 3. Lewis Gregory, he's out there with Madsen. Here's Zahor. Oh, change of pace. This might be in a pocket. He's got away with it. Yeah. So Ben Cutting is swat right down from the other end of the ground.
So, if you were telling him where to bowl, where would you bowl? Danny, you're my bowling coach. What's happening?
Yeah, I want to go wide Yorker here. Is it field, backward point, long off? I want to slip in a wide one. He tried it. He tried it. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, we're going to come do it okay. Yeah, not bad.
They've almost got the field right for me. If they're going to bowl wide, the Brendan McCullum field, the only field, the guy at square leg should come across and come into a backward point. If you're going to bowl wide outside of stuff behind square leg are not even in play. So got to bring the fieldsman in play. Brendan McCullum was brilliant at setting weird and wonderful fields like this.
He had that field, didn't he? He knew what he was wanting his bowlers to execute and say, hey, listen, we need this on that, as you say. Well, here's a field, the one that they so often play as a right hander facing a right armour. They bunt it and just can only jab it down, and hence the guy on the edge of the point doesn't allow the single. Again, jams it up, makes it a dot. 100's been posted in this over Abu Dhabi. Madsen is going swimmingly, 28 from a dozen. And look at Gregory. He's striking at 275, 11 from... Time for Madsen, though. Well, that would have been a wide. He's going to get a single for his efforts. Do not come back. Not against Cottrell. He is so quick to the ball.
See, I love this bowling. Yeah, it was really wide. You should have let it go. Mind you, it's a bit hard ballpark. But again, it's the fieldsman should be over there from behind square. Now, if he's going to walk across his stumps and try to flick it down leg side, you don't mind that. But you need to bowl to the fat side of the ground. Missed one spot. 62 off the last 5 overs. 200 strike rate.
No ball. Well, hello. Is he going with the old back foot, transgressing that?
So this is where the interpretation is. The first initial touch. What foot? Well, I can't work that out. Why is that a no ball unless it's the front foot? I don't know what's going on there. Well, maybe the front foot's gone over. Or, now if you miss the pitch, it completely is classified as a no ball. Now, so this is one no ball. That you rarely see in cricket. If it's wide outside off stump, now this is where a lot of cricketers don't get the rule right, or don't understand the law. If it's edge, which I reckon it is, yeah. See the return, it's wider the return, it's off the pitch, it's a no ball. Good cricket, good umpiring.
Umpire Baldwin, is that Balders? Lockie, come on. Mr. Baldwin, well done, sir. He's all over it.
I can't be.
Oh, it's well, he's going wide. Yeah, he's just frustrated with himself. He's trying to get that.
Look, it's difficult. For me, I've got no problem if he misses it and it's a wide. I don't. But if he bowls into his arc and gets hit over mid-on, that's when coaches pull their hair out. I don't want him. If he misses his marker by just a little bit, it's a one run. You miss your marker on the inside, in the arc, it gets hit for 6. So he's going to go around the wicket now, trying to bowl wider.
Coming round now. Well bowled. Zahor. Sent back. Big shriek of no. We've had 9 here, and Abu Dhabi are 106 for 3. That's not bad. And over to go, and can this be another biggie? Can they get maybe a dozen, 15 off it, maybe even 18? Tough up against Cottrell, who was a specialist. T20. Yes, this is T10. There's a wonderful array of tricks and variety, and he's going to come left arm round. Oh, there, it's only going to be a leg by. He's missed out there, Gregory. Lewis Gregory will have felt he's missed out with a drop kick. That could have been a really good result of that. The angle, look at the angle going down. Oh, yeah. He has missed out big time there. And Manson. Up and away, but not far enough. Should be taken. Is taken by the skipper, Shane Watson. There's the salute from Sergeant Cottrell. Wonderful stuff, and he still stays on his feet too.
Yeah, it's a lovely signature. And Madsen just played beautifully here. He really has. He's missed out here, of course, but 29 on 14, strike rate 207. He's brilliant knock by him. And there it is, signature move that all the kids around the world love. And finish, yes! And that's the bit I break my back on. And he's got to go, Madsen, out for 29, Abu Dhabi 7 for 4.